know I got places to go. Just like my mind where I'm going, the women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is coming, my pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot cause we ballin' and spittin' up every hour. Look mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goody power. Cause you spin my head right.
You spin my head right round when you go down,
PA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. Throwing to start the drive. Garrison. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Able to break the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside of the 5. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Here are the key inactives for this one, Charles. And as you get towards the latter stages of the season, you hope that this is a clean graphic with no names, but that's hard to do in the NFL.
Yeah, there's almost no way you think it's going to be like that. It's just a matter of what names are on the list and how you prepare to play without them. Everyone wants to finish strong. Well, the only way to do it, forget the inactive list and focus on the guys who are going to take the field.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Niner defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And then we've got a 3rd down and 3.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Come on, set! Cowboy 80! Rangers, 70 Rangers, go!
Operating from the gun, Garrison. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
60 by 6, go, check, ready.
Here's James. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Niners at 7 and 8 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Buffalo 18, Pioneer. Buffalo 18.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
Looking to throw. Garrison. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
19 tight, 19, 70, 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Warriors 70. 19, 18, 20.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw here. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
14 yards. That's good for the Seahawks. First down. A gain of 14.
We're scoreless
and
after one.
First down.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
To Walker on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 11. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here we go, set. Like it, hey, chief.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Jake Moody on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And a blocked field goal. So not only an opportunity missed, an opportunity made there on special teams.
Without a doubt, and I need to check with my analytics guy because every coach we've ever talked to, they always say, if you block a kick in special teams, your team wins 90+% of the time. I've never...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And some space here. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
This 2nd and 4.
Go! Cowboy 80. 18, pioneer.
Back to throw. Mayer there to bring it in. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Ready.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
19 Lions.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got a man, it's Mayer. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And from the gun, here's Abanikanda. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move him to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Ready. Cougar 19.
Looking to throw. That's taken in by Palmer. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, Abanikanda. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. $10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Let's go. Go.
We'll give now to Abanikanda. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Gravity Lions. Ready.
Now back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Abanikanda once again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and the first down.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5.
Bronco 80. Ready,
Operating from the gun, Garrison. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
James. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Come on. Traveler, Viking 18.
On the ground, it's James. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 11, Panther 11. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Garrison. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Cup 19, 70 Lions. Warriors 70. Ready.
Looking to throw. Garrison. And he whips that one incomplete there.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Second and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Garrison. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Panther 60, Panther 60. Mustang 19. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 79 Broncos. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And he is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are back within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. To the left side, there's Mayer. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. It gets it right back to Mayer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Back to throw again. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44.
At their own 44-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Connects with Kittle underneath. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At their 48-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Like Cowboy 80.
Watch twins.
Warrior 70. Ready.
Looking to throw. Garrison. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
19 Lions. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Back to throw. Garrison connects with Kittle underneath. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Buffalo 18. Ready, right?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Get up, Mustang 19. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Looking to throw. Garrison. This one caught by Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Now a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Bronco 80.
Back to throw. Garrison. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
70. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. Garrison. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
18, drag him, 60.
Operating from the gun. Garrison going for it all. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
A 44-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the jump.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and the first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And this one is incomplete.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Garrison. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Garrison.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Set. 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Garrison. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down, because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Come on. Set.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and it's complete. past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here comes second down.
Let's go. Hey, Cowboy 80. Mustang 19.
He'll look to throw.
Pass complete to Higgins.
Short gain last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
19 right.
Third down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is third down.
70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
Back to throw.
That is taken in by the tight end Mayer.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. Back to throw now on first down.
That's caught. This is a Abanikanda.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's first and 10. Here's Abanikanda.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
They'll come up now on second down.
Ready.
And they'll go again with Abanikanda.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody.
He did have one blocked earlier. This time it's for the win. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
60. Here we go. Ready.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.